This is Jim of Jim and Kathy Higbee, and we both want to send you birthday greetings. Dano, when we started going to the church and I volunteered to work with the youth, I'd had about 25 years of youth work, and I thought you had been with that youth group already for several years, but turns out you and I started working for the youth pastor, Marvin, that very same year. And we came in, and there was a great group of boys, many of whom had grown up in the church, but they were of immigrant descent, and we had our work cut out for us. It was a time of, a real time of watching young boys try to become men. Whenever I thought of you back then, I always thought about your military bearing, but you were so quiet. You spoke words of wisdom. I was babbling, and then you'd say one sentence, and you'd show your leadership. But my word for you is handsomely strong. See? It's one word. Handsomely strong. My memory of you is that the day you brought the boys into the hospital to see me so that we could assure them that nothing was their fault, and to let them, it was after the STP apparently, and I know that you and Stephen Ono had to wrap your arms around them, use your big hearts and your wisdom, have some pep talks with them, kick them when they needed to be kicked in the rear end, and bring them through. You two guys brought those boys through on that 200-mile bicycle ride. And on that day, I remember that those boys got it. They went from boys to young men. But they had been in that process, of course, over the last year and a half that you and I were with them. When you would take them out on some wilderness trip, or when they were on a bicycle ride with me, or when they were doing jump shots with Marvin. We all let in their lives. Dano, my lovely wife, who takes such good care of me, is holding the camera. We would like to extend birthday greetings to you and to let you know that in your 40s you can do everything you did in your 30s. You can. And you can do it with gusto. You can almost do everything you did in your 20s, but you wouldn't want to. But you can definitely do everything you did in your 30s. And I've come to learn through some of my peers that even in your 50s, you can do most of the things you did in your 30s. But definitely, in your 40s, the next 10 years, you got it down. We love you. Bye-bye, Dano.